Hey guys, Jelly Bean here. So we're gonna start off with this potato that I peeled very lovingly and washed with some cold water. Now I'm gonna cut the ends off and then stand it up on one end and cut them into around 1/4 inch thick slices. Now I'm gonna get 2 skewers and place them parallel on the cutting board. And I'm gonna get one of these slices and put it between the skewers and then hold them in place with one hand and then cut with my right hand. So I'm cutting the potato vertically first, and the skewer is there so you don't cut all the way through the potato, otherwise you just have a sad little potato with no cool geometry looking stuff or whatever. As you can see there, it looks a little flexible, a little bendy. And now we're gonna switch it on its other side and do the same thing, but we're gonna cut it diagonally. To be honest, I had a little trouble cutting this because the skewers kept moving and I kept getting annoyed, but it got done. Also, don't judge about how I hold the potato. I don't have like cooking technique or whatever. I just like to get the job done. So don't judge my cutting skills. Okay, so now we have the potato. We're gonna put one of the skewers through the middle. This part was a little hard. I don't know why, but it seemed like the skewer was taking like 5 minutes just to go through the potato. So I don't know if I did anything wrong, but yeah. Okay, so once it's through the skewer, you sort of like, flex it, twist it around, and then put the potatoes in cold water until you're ready to put it in the oven. So for these potatoes, these end pieces, I didn't do the same thing. I made them like Hasselback type of pattern going on because I didn't feel like doing the accordion way. Okay, so now I'm making the seasoning stuff for the potatoes. So I got some paprika and I'm gonna sprinkle that in with some melted butter. That was 1 tablespoon of melted butter I have in that bowl. Got some Italian seasoning by McCormick, good stuff. Got some black pepper. This was the first time I didn't sneeze when I put the pepper in there, so that was pretty nice. And then got some sea salt, fine sea salt. Then we got some garlic powder. Gonna mix all that up and get it all incorporated. Now I'm gonna grease this foil on this baking sheet with some oil so the potatoes won't stick. And I put a little olive oil in the mixture as well. Okay, so we got the potatoes that's been sitting in the cold water. Now I'm gonna put them on the foil. Make sure you twist it before you put it on there. And then I put the edge of the skewer on the edge of the baking sheet. I was getting a little annoyed because the potatoes weren't staying as twisty as I wanted them. I've seen some other videos where it's much more twistier than mine, but this was my first attempt and it was going pretty well. So I'm gonna get this brush thingy or baster or whatever and then put the stuff on the potatoes. Not gonna lie, I thought my potatoes were gonna taste pretty tasteless because the seasoning looked sparse, but it actually turned out really good. I think it's just because when I mixed it with the oils, it doesn't look like there's much seasoning, but don't worry, they taste pretty darn good. Then I added some paprika just for, you know, aesthetic reasons. I put the potatoes in at 200 degrees Celsius. So I'm making this dipping sauce for my potatoes. It's going to be like tzatziki sauce type of thing going on. So I got a spoonful of sour cream. You can use Greek yogurt. We just didn't have that at home, so I'm using sour cream, which is a good substitute. Got some tzatziki seasoning, some garlic. I guess you can use fresh too, but we didn't have that at home either, so no judging. Got some dill weed. And I put some red wine vinegar. I forgot. I don't think they usually put that in tzatziki sauce, but I just like it. And then some salt. And some pepper. And a little drizzle of olive oil. Give that a little mixy mix. If it looks too thick, usually I put more olive oil. Guess it depends on your, preference. Also, this doesn't have cucumbers in it because I don't like cucumbers. Then I put a drizzle of lemon juice. So the potatoes are out. They were in there for like 40 minutes, almost an hour, I think, like 40 to an hour. I wasn't really paying attention. And then I've sprinkled some cheese for the last 5 minutes for the ones at the bottom. And I put some bacon bits on it. Then for the ones up top, I put some Parmagianno Reggiano over them. No specific reason, it's just that it just looked like some nice cheese to put on there that we had in the fridge. And here's the finished product. So hope you enjoyed this video and have an awesome day.